Yeah, yeah. You know me, I don't care. I speak what it is, but you know, I'm 100%, authentic. You never get no this rant, no fake, no rant, no Rambo is Rambo every time, no round whoever. You get what I'm saying? This is as authentic as it gets. So
Fighting out of Broward County, Florida, here is Rambo Russo.
it
Hey,
is. My bad about that little mishap.
no, bro. Don't apologize, brother. Thank you for taking the time, man. I know you're a busy ass man, bro. So I really appreciate it, man.
Yeah, man. No, I appreciate you, but you see me. You could ask anybody. You could ask a lot of people. There's a lot of people finding on the cards. You chose to ask me, so you must see something good, and want me on your podcast.
Nah, bro. I've been wanting you on the podcast, bro. I told you that when I seen you in person. I messaged you before, but the messages just never went through. So I've been trying to make this happen for a while, bro. I'm a big fan of yours, bro. So I'm super grateful to have this opportunity, man.
Yeah, man. Well, we're gonna rock out right now.
Let's go. Let's go. So yeah, man, we were getting into it there. So you're back December 5th. You're coming off the
Yeah.
Justin Martinez knockout, BKFC 78. You're back BKFC 85, back at the Hard Rock Casino. You're in training camp. So you do know your opponent, you just can't say anything.
I think I can't. I'm not sure, but I'm gonna just say it anyways, because what's gonna happen to me? Like, there's people posting their cards anyways. Like, you feel me? Like, I don't think mine will make a difference. But
I just
I'm not fighting in the 125 division. Well, it was really, 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 yeah, it was really hard to find. It was really hard to find a fight there. So nobody wasn't really accepting on contracts, and we couldn't really pull nothing through. So we accepted a fight at a 135.
Oh shit.
135 bout. Yeah, so I'm fighting 135. I'm not in that weight class, but I'm a fight. I go up and go down. It don't matter. I'll fight any class that they offer. I'm just trying to fight. But they want me to fight Samuel Samples.
Samuel who?
Samuel Samples.
Samuel Samples.
Yeah, he 2-2.
Okay. Yeah, no, that's what I was gonna ask you. I was gonna ask if you were gonna be going back down to 125 or if this was gonna be a 135, but yeah, you just answered that, man. Was it
Yeah,
was
man.
it was it a hard weight cut for you to go down to 125?
Nah, never. I feel. I ain't gonna lie. I feel strong. I feel good. As you can see in the weigh-ins. Like, I don't even look drained. You get what I'm saying? I look like I'm ready. Like, I don't. It's not a bad weight cut. I'm already like what 5'6". I'm short already. So, it's really nothing to me, to be honest with you. I love going down that way. The only thing is, my power it don't be as strong as like how I'm in the 135, but my hands be lightning fast. So it's like a it's like a you feel me?
The power was there
Pros,
against
cons.
Justin Martinez, man.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. Because they gonna still feel the power regardless. People gonna still feel the power regardless. It just I know I could have carried a little more thump behind them punches, but it was really like it was more speed than anything. But that what happens when you go down in a lower weight class. Like, loses more power and you gain more speed. So I can't complain.
So which weight class do you think you prefer between 125 and 135?
125 so I can win the belt there. Then I move up to 135 so I can win the belt there. Then I move up to 145 so I can win the belt there.
Shit.
Yeah, I'm not just losing all this weight just because I'm trying to weight bully. No, I'm not. I'm losing all this weight because I'm trying to make a legacy in bare knuckle. I'm trying to make a name for myself. So if that starts off in the 125 and moving up, then I'm gonna do that.
Yeah, I hear that, man. What was I gonna ask you? Yeah, so tell me about, so you're becoming quite a bit of a master at the pullback counter. That was one thing I noticed in that Justin Martinez fight, man. I really it was beautiful to watch the way you timed the counter, you pulled back, you kind of just you put your head out there, kind of like Floyd used to do, trap
Yeah,
him to throw that, and then you pull back and you hit him with that straight. And I believe you did that in another fight too, against Hyder.
yeah.
You got him with a similar finish as well. So is that something that you practice a lot in training, or is that something that just comes to you in the fight?
it just literally it just comes to me like that's not my best punch. Like my best punch is my left and my right uppercut. Like those
Mm,
my best punch. Like literally, like I break noses, have people bloody. I really hurt people with the uppercuts. So me knocking people out with the and even my check hooks be like my check hooks be dropping people. So I'm surprised my check hooks. I never really even got to throw a uppercut in any of my fights. Anyways, I tried with Justin. Like, I tried to throw a couple of them with Martinez, but it's like he was like, I ain't gonna lie, he was quick, he was fast. Like he was small, he was so small, and it's not easy to shoot that uppercut when somebody blasting real fast into your body. It's like I see him shooting the uppercut. He's already in my chest and grabbing me and stuff like that. Cause his game plan was to crowd. You get what I'm saying? But if you
mm.
look smallly in little small details, and you can see I was touching with uppercuts, just little small uppercuts. It was just like 3 inch punches people wasn't really seeing. But my main punch is really the uppercut. Them right hands just be coming out of nowhere. But I do be catching people and sparring with the pull back right anyway. So it just shows me that, it's one of my best punches.
Yeah. No, it's beautiful to watch, man. I was super excited for you when you got that finish. And like I said, amazing to watch.
I
Um,
appreciate
were you born in Florida?
I was born in California,
Oh shit.
Long Beach. I got it set it what right here.
Okay. That makes sense because I did see that one video of you saying that you wanted to fight in California really bad.
Yeah. Cause I was born in Cali. I was born in Cali, but I left when I was like 2 years old.
Okay.
hmm But I wanted to fight in Cali because I was trying to grow my fan base. Cali would have been nice. Because I'm from there, and I'm not really from there, but I was born there, so it's like they could get to know who I am and see what I'm doing on the Florida side, and still bringing that love, that California love over there and back over here. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah, for sure. So you came to Florida when you were 2 years old, you said?
Now I moved to South Carolina, and I stayed
Oh,
there till I was like 4. And after South Carolina, that's when I came to Broward County.
okay. So
I was there.
you pretty much grew up in Florida though,
Yeah, all I
Broward
know,
County.
Broward
Damn.
County. That's really all I know.
So what was your childhood like? Were you like fighting a lot at an early age?
Yeah, I always like that was like it really came after my mama died. Like I was never really like always fighting. I used to get picked on, bullied. Like all the girls used to like me. Like back in like elementary, all the girls used to like me, and people used to hate that shit and like try to bully me. And like I get bullied because like I wasn't never that fighting type. Even though it's in my heritage, it's in my blood to fight. Like I never like wanted to like be one of the fighters, but then like even to like fight in the streets, never was aggressive like aggressive person. I always wanted to play and have fun, high on spirit. But then when my mama died, that's when I was like, it was like a click. You know what I'm saying? Literally like third day of school in my first year of middle school, 6th grade. Like I used to get bullied my whole elementary, but she died during the summertime around that time. So when I actually got to school, when I actually got to school, like the third day, I seen one of the people that used to bully me and jump me. I just go ahead and get off on him. Like boom, that was a start. Every time I see somebody that used to bully me or did something to me, it was a start right there. I was like, all right, middle school, I'm finna make my name. Nobody ain't finna bully me no more. I ain't got too much to get off my chest. So I was one of them kids always fighting, literally. Like I jump off campus to go to another campus to go fight, or I won't even go to school. I just be chilling and go fight some other kids. Or I'll go fight high schoolers or anybody fighting my dogs. I'll go fight, or even if it's like a hood versus hood thing. Like I was always fighting, but I never like I tell people till today. I never portrayed to be one of them other bad at just like to be stealing or robbing or snatching chains and like doing. I was never one of them stealing cars, and I was never none that type of badass jet. Like I was never that type. I was always the one to always fight. So all I did was change my negative into a positive, and I stopped fighting in the streets, stopped fighting at school, and stopped going around and fighting. And I took it to the pros. So that what made me like change that negative into a positive. Now, my friends, when I was young, my friends and mamas and them be like, "Oh, why you bringing him over here? We don't want him over here. He's bad for you. This and that, this and that. Now, every time there's something on Thanksgiving, why Rambo not here? Oh, family friend. Oh, call Rambo. Christmas. Oh, bring Rambo to the family dinner. Now everybody love me. I went from, you know, stay away from him to, oh, why he not over there? You get what I'm saying?
Mm, yeah. Yeah, you really turned it into a real positive.
Mhm.
When when did you start training then? When did you start training combat sports?
Like when I was 18,
Oh,
18 or 19, 19 or 18. It was around that time. I was like, I was in the streets. So I was like, I was smoking up. It was one day I was chilling. Like I used to box in the streets for money. Like people would put money on me, and different hoods would come out. Like a bunch of different hoods would come out, and they'll just put up like 1,500, 2,000, the 3,000, and they'll just bet people. And I was one of the guys they'll bet on and make the money. You get what I'm saying? So one day I went viral because I always one thing I always went viral for. Like I was born in '94, so I'm not with the new age. Like I was before YouTube. I was when it was World Star. You get what I'm saying? When
mm,
World Star was him before YouTube, it was World Star, and I was going viral on World Star just for fighting. Like literally, World Star just going viral for fighting every time. So it carried over. So um um every time I just be going viral for fighting. Even then when Instagram started to come out, I was doing little Instagram posts of me fighting for the money. That shit started to go viral. So my dog Bang, he's a professional fighter right now in boxing, like 17-1. He had hit me up. This when he was 16. I was like what, 19, 18, 18, 19. He was 16, he was a jet. He hit me up. He was like, man, stop doing this in the streets, man. Come to my gym.
no. You there?
Some random, he's like, come, slide, come put some work. He like, come,
Are you, is it still showing that it's recording?
I'm sorry.
You
Oh
good? Yeah, you were fighting in the streets, right? And then you started
yeah, my
when
dog
you
Bang. So my band like stop doing these in the street. Like, you got some talent. Like you could come and do something with your stuff. So I'm like, all right. So he was like, come put some work in. We're gonna spar. So I'm in my mind, I'm like, oh, he wanna spar me. He must trying to see where I'm at. So, the day I'm supposed to go to this gym, I told him I'm gonna come Monday, because it was a Friday. So I told him I'm gonna come Monday. The day I'm supposed to come spar him, I'm like, oh, this is a J. He's 16 years old. I'm drinking alcohol, I'm smoking a black mile, I'm on the block vibing. Like, say, like I'm like, man, this a kid, man. But I box for that money all the time. I'm going to do it to Jit. But I go to the gym and spar him. This 16-year-old Jit beat my ass. Like, he made
mm,
me realize like there's more to fighting than just in these streets. Like, it's levels to it. So I'm like, all right, you know what? I'm gonna really lock in. I'm gonna really like see what this really be about. And it was the best decision of my life.
and that was just boxing. You're just talking straight boxing, right?
Boxing,
Mm, yeah,
boxing.
damn. So, yeah, so like you said, about 18, you really started getting into combat sports. That was like your wake-up call.
Yeah. That was let me know, like, let's go. 18, 19, or 20 was one of them.
Mm.
It was one of them.
So, what did you watch any combat sports growing up at all?
Yeah, I used to. I grew up to my daddy was a Golden Glove champion. My daddy was into boxing, and my grandfather, Freddie Russo. You could go look him up on the internet. Freddie Russo. He was one of the all-time, not all-time greats, but he was one of the greats back in New Jersey. He used to hang around Rocky Marciano, and he used to hang around Willie Pep. He never won a world title, but he won an international, New Jersey world title, like title for New Jersey. He never really could make it to that big spotlight because he was an alcoholic and he got into a big car crash, but fucked up every bone in his body. And, back in the days, they ain't had the technology we got now. So they kind of like put it back together with pins, and he never been the same in the ring.
Mm, damn, bro. So what how did you get into bare knuckle then?
My boy HD. I see
Mm.
him taking flight. You know, I helped him get into boxing. Like I was boxing way before he was started boxing. He was even boxing. He was a football player, and I was a boxer. And he seen the transition I took. You know, he was like, "Damn, well, you know, I need to do something." And I don't do football. I ain't trying to be in these streets. Yeah, hit me up. It was like he want to do boxing. So you know, I put him into boxing. I him getting into boxing. So that was like, God works in mysterious ways. Because later on, I kind of like fell off the fighting and stopped trying to fight for real. And he took fighting for real. And when I decided, like, I want to turn a new leaf and get back into the fight game, he helped me get into bare knuckle.
Mm. So wait, did you have any pro bouts in boxing before bare knuckle?
Mm-mm. I had quit like literally like once I finished up with the amateurs, I wanted to go pro, but then the coach that I had that was gonna set me pro, he ended up dying, like catching a blood clot in his brain, and the blood stopped flowing. He ended up dying. So that was a big hit. And HD was with the same guy, with the same coach with me when he died. But the difference is HD he decided to keep going with it. I kind of gave up. I felt like fighting wasn't. I wasn't going like it wasn't nothing for me in fighting. I felt like it was just me spending money to get to this gym and working out, and not no real promises. You get what I'm saying?
Mm.
And bare knuckle, what gave me the actual promise that I could really do something with my life.
Damn. That's amazing, bro. So you made your bare knuckle debut and your professional debut on the at the same time.
Yes, I did.
Wow. That's
Yeah.
that's crazy, bro. That's wild.
Whatever. So
So what
I'm really gaining my experience with bare knuckle.
Yeah, you are.
But
You are, man. And you look seasoned in there, bro. You would have never, like I would have never guessed that you never had no professional belts prior to that.
yeah, because I've been fighting for a long time, but I'm not seasoned. I still got to slow the fight down just a little bit more. You get what I'm saying? Just a little bit more. It's still a little fast, just a little fast. Than when I'm sparring or doing anything else, because still kind of a new sport. Every time I fought, there's always some like layoff. This is the first time in my career, ever in my career, that I've been fighting back to back to back. Feels good. So I could say that's probably why my last fight with Martinez, I looked the real, you know, because with the streets fight, when I fought streets,
Mm.
I was in shape and I was ready and everything. It's just my mental. I was trying to take them out, and that's when I learned, like in bare knuckle, you can't just keep flushing and flushing and flushing and flushing. That's why I got this cut. You can't keep flushing. You gotta understand understand when you gotta raise that tenacity and know when not to. You get what I'm saying? So that's what I learned that Martinez fight. I took my time, I picked my shots, and I made sure that I hit him with a finishing blow instead of with streets hitting him and hurting him and just blasting off and trying to get the knockout. I learned I gotta let that knockout come to me.
Mm. It'll come, brother. You're getting there, right? Like you've only had what, four fights in or three fights?
Four fights. No,
Four
wait, three fights.
fights.
No, four fights. Four fights.
Four
Three
fights.
and two, 3-1. 3-1.
Yeah,
Yeah.
3-1. Yeah, man. Um, yeah, talk to me a little bit about Howard Davis. When did you guys meet? 'Cause like I see you guys training together a lot and it just really feels like you guys have known each other forever and it just feels like a real brotherhood, you know?
Yeah. People think that me and him is like brothers, but we ain't grow up together. You get what I'm saying? Like two different opposite sides. I used to actually be for his hood back in the days. Not just never. We just never ran into each other. But me and his hood, we used to fight all the time. So me and HD link up was like on a crazy standpoint. Like when he started hanging out with me, his boys was like, "Man, what's up with you? Like, why you hanging around here?" Like, you get what I'm saying? But he was like, "Man, but we're in a sport. I'm trying to change." He ain't even on that type of timing. He's changed. But HD and me, like we got close through the boxing. I said we met like I say 2016, 2015, 2000, around that 14, probably 14. Be honest with you, I think it was 2014 because I was already boxing for like 2 or 3 years before you know he done came around. And when he came around, everybody thought we were like brothers. Like they'd come in there and be like, "Y'all look just alike," and we'll start laughing like, "But this got to be my long lost cousin."
Yeah. No,
So yeah, it's crazy. We got that bond.
you guys seem super tight, man. Like I said, every time I see you guys, it's like, damn, I thought maybe you guys were cousins, you know?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. That's my long lost cousin.
Yeah. So HD is gonna be on that card as well, huh?
Yeah,
That's exciting, man. Super excited for that. I'm hoping I can make it out for that for sure.
yeah.
Actually,
Hopefully.
the next card is actually in California in Palm Desert, right?
Yeah, they wanted me to fight that card too. I was supposed to go fight that card. They wanted me to fight. I forgot who they wanted me to fight. He fought on one of the cards. It was a good competitor. It would have been a good fight. I forgot who they wanted me to fight. I would have fought him, but I told him straight up, like, I got Christmas, I got Christmas in December and I got my birthday in January. I need the ticket sales money. Like, I need the December card. I can't do like it's cool going to Cali and gaining the fans and the stuff like that and fighting out there and getting the experience and stuff. But I got kids at the end of the day, and in this sport, in the fight game period, you got to retire from fighting. You can't let the fighting retire you. So, as much as if I could make as much money as I can make, I'm gonna make it as much as I can. So I was like, I'll just fight the December before the Cali card because I can make ticket sales.
Mm. Yeah, that makes sense, man. How many kids you got?
I got two, and both of their birthdays in January, right after mine. Mine's the
Oh
10th,
wow.
my son's the 15th, and my daughter's the 31st. Oh my God, that's a terrible month for me.
How old are they?
My daughter is 6 and my son 11.
Oh wow, that's amazing, man. How do they feel about you fighting bare knuckle? Do they watch your fights?
Yeah, they watched me. They came to my fight when I knocked out Martinez.
Mm.
Yeah, my daughter, she still like don't understand the concept. She just know I'm fighting. She be like, "Daddy, you gonna go fight?" I'm like, "Yeah, I'm gonna go fight." She be like, "Okay, Daddy." Like, but she like it. She be like boom, boom, boom. But my son, he really enjoys it. My son, he talks about me. He's like one of my biggest fans. Like my son loves me. My son don't live with me. My son lives in Jacksonville,
Okay.
so that's like what, like probably like what, 5 hours away. My son live far from me, so when he do come around and see me, he be like one of my big, like he's like my biggest fan. Like he love it, he love it. He want to fight, but his mama ain't really like on that with him.
Mm. Do they get nervous for your fights?
My girl do. She get nervous as hell. I don't think my son or my daughter would really understand. Really, my daughter, she don't understand. I won't be around my son to understand if he's nervous or not. He just come the day before the fight, and I take
Okay.
him. But I know my daughter, she don't understand. But my girl, she be nervous. She be when she see me drop Martinez, she's like, "Please don't get up.
Mm.
Please don't get up." Like, what? I just dropped him. What damage could he do to me?
Yeah.
Literally, the man was not touching me with nothing. What damage could he do to me?
Yeah, that's amazing, man. Yeah, I don't know. That's a wild experience, man. I don't know what I would feel like watching my dad fight, you know. It's got to be pretty emotional, but they're still pretty young, right? Like your daughter
Yeah.
probably looks at it almost like a video game or something, I imagine,
You
you
feel
know?
me? You said it right on the head. Probably like a video game to her. Like it's not. It's probably it like life ain't fully settled in. She can't even say full sentences, and when she tries, she talk about something else within the sentence she's trying to talk, and it doesn't make sense.
Hmm. Hmm.
I know one thing. She could be a next fighter. I could fight her because she got some hard hands that she could hit. Like that girl could punch. I think she could be the next fighter.
Damn, would you be okay with them like getting into combat sports?
Not my daughter, not bare knuckle, but boxing. Even though boxing more dangerous than bare knuckle, it's just my daughter's pretty. I don't want boxing. I mean, bare knuckle's more gruesome than boxing, even though boxing's more dangerous. I don't mind my daughter being a fighter, but if you finna fight, just box. Like, don't get your pretty face messed up.
Mm. Yeah. What's what's your emotions like before this fight or before any fight? Do you still get nervous leading up to the fight?
Nervous. I don't look at that as that feeling. I don't look at that as nervous. Like people feel that like that's nervous. I don't feel like that's nervous. I feel like that feeling that I get is God telling me that it is for me. And if it ain't making you feel this way, your dreams ain't big at all.
Mm.
That's how I look at it. So when I feel in that feeling, I take my deep breaths, let that energy come to me, let all that shit come to me, and I look at it like this is my time. God telling me that this is my time. Now all I gotta do is go and show him. He leading that path for me. So all I gotta do is, follow that road. And once I feel that feeling in my body, I'm like, yep, God telling me it's game time. Time to do this. That's how I look at it. I don't know how anybody could look at it as nervous, scared, or I don't look at it as none of that. I know what I feel when I feel that. That's God telling me like this is for me. And that
Mm,
feeling in my body, yeah, that's God telling you like if your dreams ain't big, to scare you, your dreams ain't big at all. A big,
that's
yeah.
powerful.
So
That's
yeah,
powerful, bro. I love that. I
I
really love
appreciate it.
that. What
I'm
else?
really wise. I know I'm like I play out goofy. I do the little dancing and stuff like that, make the people laugh and all that little booty shaking shit to make people like set a little crowd and yeah, yeah. Me, I don't care. I speak what it is, but I'm 100% authentic. You never get no this rant, no fake, no rap, no Rambo is Rambo every time. No rap round whoever. You get what I'm saying? This is as authentic as it gets. So. You know,
I I
I'm
feel
I'm
that,
very
brother.
wise. Yeah,
I
no,
feel
I
that.
play like that. I play like that, but I'm very wise. You gotta have fun at the end of the day. If I don't have fun, I ain't feeling myself.
Mm. Yeah, and you know what? It plays into what the fans like. I was gonna say that was actually I was leading to that. Like, you definitely know how to market yourself, man. You come out to the weigh-ins, it's super electrifying. You bring the show. You show the grill. You come out with the ski mask. Even your weigh-ins are amazing to watch. Your walkout is electrifying. So yeah, man, you definitely know what you're doing. You know how to market yourself, and I
I
definitely
appreciate it.
just from talking to you, bro, I can tell that you're a wise man, you know?
Yeah, man. You just gotta, you gotta know how the game go. I understand like honestly, like people get mad, be like, oh, this guy is a way better fighter than him. But he just ain't got the face or he just ain't well then he can't be a better fighter because bro your face the entertainment that plays along into the fight game like they don't understand like they try to say skills, yeah, skills that does play a big role, but selling them tickets and moving the crowd and being like you said electrifying, that's part of fighting. You could go on a fight and the style alone can help you win a fight, whether you threw more punches or less punches, just because it looked good on the judges eyes and the judges felt like you won just because the style. That's part of fighting too.
Mm, yeah,
That's
for
how I
sure,
look at
man.
it.
You gotta set yourself apart, man, because, it is a lot to do with fighting, but you gotta be able to market yourself, man. You gotta be able to
That
talk a little bit of shit. This is a fight game, bro? So,
yeah.
yeah, 100%,
That's what
man.
they used to do back in the day. They talk shit, talk shit. Not everybody so in their feelings sentimental and taking shit to the heart. This is the fight game. Y'all should understand this how this shit go. Like, don't get in your feelings. Like, stop. And then people get in their feelings and then they go try to dig up personal problems. Like, come on, bro. Let's keep it fighting. You ain't gotta talk about my dead relatives or my problems or my past problems or like people go even probably talk about somebody else's drug addiction. Why you gotta do that? Like, bro, just keep it. Oh, I'm beat your ass. Boy, I'm having you
Yeah.
sleeping. Like, oh, you ain't. Who did you fight? Like, keep it fighting. You feel me? People get in their feelings, get and try to go way too deep about things. You get what I'm saying? It's not that deep. It's the fight game. We're selling tickets. We're trying to move the crowd and move the show and help the sport and the entertainment grow. Get out your heart, bro. Let's just sell these tickets and do what we got to do in that ring.
Yeah, you can talk shit without getting too personal, man. There's definitely definitely a line with the shit talk, like you said. Once you start getting into all the family and all that stuff, it truly does become personal, man. So, yeah, like I said, you can talk shit, but you don't have to get that deep with it?
Yeah, it is. This should be too deep sometimes.
Yeah, I was telling you in person actually, bro, when I messaged you before the Justin Martinez fight, I actually was trying to set up a face-off between you and Justin. I think it would have made for some good content, just
I
because
would have
you're
did
so,
it too. I ain't know. I ain't seen none of the. I ain't seen that.
No, I know, I know. But hey, man, maybe in the future we can set that up because I think you'd be perfect in a face-off, bro.
Yeah, with Justin Martinez.
No, like for even your next opponent,
Oh, my
we could
next.
tr
Okay, okay, okay.
yeah, or in the future, you know, like,
Yeah, 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 yeah. I would have did it with Martinez too. Like he a straight dude. You know, he trying to play this role like he playing like I don't know if you've seen the interview, but he trying to play the role like he just his head wasn't there or whatnot. Would do blase squaze. I don't care. People do that all the time after But I hit him. You was ready for you 100% prepared. You said it before the fight. You 100% prepared. You felt good. You at your sharpest. I said the same thing. I don't know how you went from like in your head. Like I don't know, but it's all right. He cool though. I like him. I
yeah.
like him. I'm gonna watch his fight too. I'm cheering him on, hoping he do what he do his next fight.
Yeah, no,
I just don't
I
like the. I just don't like the what you call it like discredit.
yeah.
Like,
No, that's
why you discrediting me? Like, we cool. You don't, take the L. Just, take it. Take it. Like, don't discredit my work because I work hard for that knockout.
yeah. No, I agree, man. Like
I
100%.
mean, unless he feel like he feel like if unless he feel like okay, like he could get another chance, then you feel like it. Like that's just another free knockout on my book, fam.
Hmm.
You feel me? If you feel like you want that again, like I don't mind getting another free knockout win first round. Like who wouldn't?
Facts, facts. I love it, bro. You're the man. Did you have any like inspirations in combat growing up? Is there any fighters you looked up to?
I still look up to people like, bro, like I don't care. I got a lot of learning. I looked up back in the days. I looked up to Roy Jones Jr. I looked up to right now I still look up to him. Errol
Mm,
Spence. Yeah, I still look up to him. I don't care about nothing. I look up to Errol Spence. I look up to he fighting right now. He about to fight this weekend. I look up to Erickson Hammer Lubin. First
mm.
guy that even made me feel, confident into myself about the fight game because he looked at me in my eyes and told me I could do something great with myself. So, he's one of my favorites at the top just because, he ain't that type of, arrogant, ignorant, guy. He's really a cool, down to earth guy. I looked up to growing up, and I'm trying to think, man, because growing up, I ain't really my head wasn't like. Look, I watched it, Roy Jones Jr. Okay, James Toney. I looked at James Toney. James Toney was one of my favorites. Now that I'm really thinking, I like Bernard Hopkins because of his story, but just never was really a like. I like his story. I like Bernard Hopkins' story. But look up to like I ain't look up to nobody. I ain't gonna say I ain't really look. I look up to him, but then I don't look up like I don't want to beat him. Like you get what I'm saying? Like
Yeah, you
as
would
a
just
fighting style, I
you were
try to
in
steal a lot of Rogers Jr. fighting style, like
mm,
his tech, because he's very athletic, and I'm very athletic. But so I try to steal a lot of his tech. Only person I actually fell in love with in the fight game that I could say that I'm a fan was Errol Spence. Errol Spence was the only person I
wow.
could say I fanboy about. Anybody else I ain't never really fanboy about. I just really watched him. I liked him. Like James Toney, it was a guy that I really liked. Like in the heavyweights, he was really swift, really yeah, man. I can't really say too much. I mean, I could tell you who I liked and who I studied and who I watched, but
Yeah,
yeah,
I
that's
just
about it.
mean like were you inspired by anybody, you know, like their style? And you did say Roy Jones' style inspired you a lot, right? Like,
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie, yeah, because because he has so much athleticism that he could bring it down this low and just use his back
mm,
foot to bring him all the way back high and get a knockout. Like I used to like him for that. Like I used to love him for that. Like, but back then I used to watch boxing because it was part of my heritage, but I never was like glued onto it. What really got me into boxing was that me making that money and fighting for the money, and then going to the gym and then seeing like okay, woo, woo. But then when I started taking for real, I started to like tap into a lot of boxers. But when I started taking boxing for real, I started to watch a lot of boxers. I started seeing, a lot of these good dudes like Danny Garcia, Keith One
yeah.
Time Thurman. He was becoming one of my favorites, actually starting to get into the, sport game. Started like Keith Time Thurman. But then it was nothing, nobody I could really grab and say that was my favorite because I'm just learning the sport, learning everything about it. Yeah, I used to watch it back in the days, but I was just watching it because my daddy used to like it, and I just watching it and like. But Errol Spence, he grabbed me once I started seeing him. Started that body work, the the way he was taking people out. Like, yeah, I was like, that's that dude. That's that dude.
Mm. What do you think about this Jake Paul Gervonta Davis fight? It sounds like it's
It's
back on.
canceled. Yeah,
Bro, I seen it
Devontae
was
gonna win though.
canceled. I seen it was canceled, but it sounds like it's back on now.
For real?
I think so, yeah.
If it is, it could like I don't know. I seen the thing is, bro. I've been watching Tank since like I'm not going to act like I'm a fan. I'm not a fan. I'm not gonna say I'm not a fan of Tank because I fuck with Tank. I like Tank. I like Tank, but he's beatable. You get what I'm saying? And not because of the Roach. I've been saying he was beatable before Roach, and I think he will beat Roach the second time they come around. To be honest with you, you get what I'm saying?
Mm.
But
Yeah.
I've seen Tank really like hurt people in that ring. What it is, what people doing. Let's go throwback from Mike Tyson and Buster Douglas. Let's go
Mm.
back there. Javante ain't nothing but a Mike Tyson right now, going through the depression, going feeling like the boxing ain't for him. Not his heart not really in it, his mind not really there. And when he took that, like he ain't take a loss, but Buster Douglas took that loss. I mean, to beat Tyson. Everybody already wrote Tyson off, just like how everybody writing Javante off. But bruh, Roach could be nothing but another Buster Douglas,
Mm.
another
Yeah.
Buster. We gonna find out about the Pitbull fight. But if Pitbull beat him, it shows that he was nothing but another Buster Douglas, and people wrote Gervonta off because fight fans. That's what they do.
Mm.
But I don't
I-
think he was the best. I think he beats Jake Paul though because of the fact that the experience that I've seen Tank like back in the days. Tank used to post sparring of him, beating people ass all the time. He even posted my dog Bane that got me into the fighting. He'll go around and posting people, and back in the days he'll post some big boys that was actually sharp, and he's dropping them and hurting them. So Jake Paul, you don't make no difference. You get what I'm saying?
yeah, I hear you, man. That's a good comparison too with Gervonta and Tyson and Buster Douglas there. Yeah, I 100% hear what you're saying. Do you think Jake Paul has kind of proven himself as a real boxer?
Yes. 100% sure. He's fought over 5 years. It takes nothing but 4 years of dedication, hard work, and every like to become a real, like top notch or go pro and become a real boxer. So he's doing everything he's supposed to. And even the fights that he's taking, people looking down and talking, he ain't doing nothing but fighting journeyman, just like how all of us other fighters fight journeyman. And it's yeah, it's getting better and better, like what we do.
Mm.
Yeah, he's just
Mm.
taking on people with names that's getting that bag in his pocket. So I'm not a hater of Jay Paul and what he's doing. He's doing what he's supposed to do, and he's doing it the smart, right way. You get what I'm saying? Make that money, and then get out rich. But it's gotta be a time that you got to take on stiff competition. I see you trying to do it, but it's got to be a little more stiffer than that.
Yeah. No, I agree, man. He is fighting on the big stage though every time, like his first two,
Yeah.
three fights in, he's the main event, and you don't see that with guys that are just starting. So
That's why I said he's different. You can't hate on that. That's changing the game. How can you hate on that? I
yeah.
love him personally for what he's doing. You get what I'm saying? Because he helping the sport out at the same time, giving us good fights if he can. I don't see nothing that he doing wrong. People will see because they looking at it the wrong way. If they really look at what he's really doing and really pay attention, he's a smart kid, and when it's all said and done, and he's old and he retire and life goes on, they're gonna look at Jake Paul as one of the best things that happened to sports entertainment in the
Mm.
boxing game, and that's how I feel because he is doing what he's supposed to. He's helping fighters get big names like Serrano. Like,
Yeah.
I ain't never heard about Amanda Serrano until after she was on the Jake Paul card.
Yeah. Yeah, man. 100% agree with you, bro. I'm a fan of Jake Paul, man. I don't care what they say. He's putting in the work. He's getting in there. He's fighting. He's fighting
And
on the big
you feel
stage.
how I feel.
Yeah,
You feel
100%.
exactly how I feel. You putting in that work, you fight on big stages, and you're not caring what the fans say. You just doing what you doing for you. Like, I like that. You gonna be
Yeah,
something. Well, you already something, but you gonna go for it, man.
for sure. Respect to Jake Paul, man. How do you uh how do you feel about Conor McGregor being the co-owner of the BKFC now, man? Did you follow his career at all?
Yeah, that's my twin brother's biggest. Like I got his Funko Pops. I've been a fan of Conor. Like I'm not an MMA fan, but I've been a fan of him because my twin brother. He's a big fan of Conor McGregor. Like that's all he think because that's all he watched. My brother don't watch no. Well, he watched bare knuckle because of me, but he don't watch no type of boxing. A little bit of boxing, but he's an MMA fan. And Conor McGregor was his favorite. Once he started seeing Conor McGregor, he like get jealous. Like yeah, and I always liked him because I grew up. I always like I never watched like MMA like that, but I watch it through with my brother. He just go dumb about Conor, so I knew him more than any other of them guys. Like to be honest with you, like I know Conor McGregor through Michael, my twin.
Wow. Damn. Yeah, I'm a huge fan of Conor McGregor, man. I followed his whole career pretty much. I think he's an absolute icon in combat sports, and
He's
he's
the
changed
Mayweather
the
of the UFC. Technically, like
yeah,
I know with the payday, with the payday.
exactly. He changed the
Yeah.
whole game, man. He changed the
They
whole
changed the
game,
whole
and
game, just like how Mayweather changed it. Yeah, they changed it in their own type of way.
yeah. And it's just crazy to see him be part of bare knuckle now, man. Do you think he ever actually gets into that squared circle and fights?
Yeah, I think so. He's a fighter. One thing about a fighter, one thing a fighter love to do, they love to fight, and you can't take that away from a fighter. It's just he probably going through little contract issues or whatever. I don't
Yeah.
know what he's going through. I'm just telling you what I feel like he's going through. And he I know he got to have a fight with the UFC before he even do anything. So a fighter too. I don't know, and he probably just not looking eye to eye with them. And if you're making that bag outside of something where you ain't got to like hurt yourself, and hey, I ain't mad at you. Keep making that bag. I ain't
Yeah.
tripping.
No, he's got two more fights under his contract with the UFC, man. Once you're locked in with the UFC, you're
It's done
locked
for.
in, bro. That's it. You gotta
That's it.
fight, and yeah. So who would you like to see him fight in bare knuckle?
Um, bare knuckle, and he, what weight you gonna fight at? 160 or 170?
Well, he's fought in three different weights in the UFC. He's fought at 145, became the champion there.
I remember that.
155,
I remember. Yeah, I remember that. I'm
155.
saying like right as of right now, because I got
I mean, he's
what
big now. He's big now. I can see him probably fighting at 170.
170. So then that's Mundell and them, ain't it?
Yeah, Modell is 175. Yeah. That's
How
yeah,
big is Mike
that's
Perry?
it could be Mike Perry. I asked this question to everybody, man, and everybody, I mean, that's just what everybody's talking about right now is Mike Perry, but
Mike Perry?
it sounds like Mike Perry's due to fight Redneck next,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
So,
I'd rather see that one than Conor McGregor and Mike Perry. To be honest with you. Because
yeah.
Mundell, that Mundell, and I've watched their fight in the amateurs, and that shit was, whew, I mean, well, in the MMA or whatever, and
Yeah.
that shit was, whew, I want to see that fight. I ain't gonna lie. But if Conor McGregor come back, I want to like you saying like power fight or just a fight. What first fight I would like to see him in, or like what power fight? Well, like what you mean, like what fight? What I would like to see him come back.
What would you like? Cause I want to
Me,
know
I
what you.
wouldn't want him to get like no. Me personally speaking, like I wouldn't want him that for his first fight coming back. I wouldn't want no. I want him to get his feet wet first. This is a tough sport. It's a different science. This and you can't just think you're gonna do what you do in MMA and then come to bare knuckle and go do that. Some people could pull it off, but not everybody can pull that shit off. You get what I'm saying? So
Yeah,
I feel like uh, 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 Alex Eddie Alvarez
Eddie Alvarez.
or Stevenson, Jeremy Stevenson fight would be better for him to get his feet wet. You get what I'm
Yeah,
saying? Because
yeah,
I don't think he should take on Platinum right now with the hut and the mean streak he going with. And you ain't never fought a bare knuckle professional fighter day of your life. I don't think is smart to do that right now. Not saying that he won't be um platinum. It's just This sport will break your confidence and break you. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I've seen it happen to Rockhold. I've seen it happen to Venom Page. This sport ain't that easy that they think it is. The sport will break you and it'll hurt you. So just be smart before you even like take those steps.
Yeah, you know what? Those are some good matchups. He beat Eddie Alvarez in the UFC to become the champion at 155 previously. So, you know what? It would be crazy to see them run it back in bare knuckle. And then him and Jeremy Stevens have
Bare-
a little bit
And
of
Eddie got
history
more
too.
experience in bare
Yeah,
knuckle.
yeah,
And Eddie got more experience. And like you said, that's history. That could be part two, bare knuckle style.
yeah. Oh yeah, I like that. That's a good matchup. You're the first guy that's actually mentioned Eddie Alvarez to me. That's a good matchup.
Yeah.
Um,
So I look at the bigger picture. I look at like because but I want Conor McGregor to be great in this sport. I don't want
yeah.
him to come in this sport and realize this sport is really like not as and then he just done again. Like nah, bro. Like let him get his feet wet. Let him build that confidence in that booth, and then when he fight platinum, it's gonna be a war.
Mm. I don't know.
That's how I
I
look
don't
at
know
it.
if sorry, go ahead.
I said that's how I look at it.
Yeah, no. I don't know if you've seen that clip of him talking to Ariel Hawani, and he was just basically Ariel was asking him if he's actually serious about getting in there, and he's like, 100% I'm getting in there. He's like, but I might pull some sneaky shit, and he's like, I might set it for 145 and fight a guy at 145, but then the day of the weigh-ins, I'll show up weighing 185. He's like, 'cause I'm the co-owner, I'll do what the fuck I want. You know, like he's like,
Oh
I'll
my
cherry pick that
god.
shit. Yeah.
Hey, if it works, hey, I ain't against you for it, man. Hey, take the money. You still gonna make bank.
Yeah.
Who cares? Make the bank.
Oh man,
That's
he's
how
nuts.
I look at it, bro. You gotta retire from this sport. You can't let this sport retire you. That's how I look at it. Make
Facts.
that bank.
Facts. And you know what, man? The sport is rising rapidly. It's the fastest growing sport in the world. But I feel like if Connor was to jump in there, bro, it would skyrocket it to a whole nother level again. You
Yeah,
know?
because people gonna want to see him again. They just love to
Yeah,
watch him fight. It's a
for
must.
sure. For sure. Let me ask you, would you ever take a fight overseas, go to like Italy or Dubai or anything like that?
I'm Italian. I'll fight in Italy.
Mm.
I messaged them and all. Was trying to fight on that card in Italy, but they ain't never hit me back. They hit me up and they asked for my boxing record and stuff like that, and we talked it up. But they never responded. Like they never hit me up. It was like they're gonna look for a fight for me or nothing. I guess they probably like filled up their card already or whatnot. But I fight in Italy. I love to fight in Italy just because I want to go back to where my roots is and like see how that. Because I was always on my black side. I always was raised on my black side. I only met my Italian side one time, and that was during the pandemic. That's the only time I ever met my like Italian side. I really want to go to the roots of Italy and just see, like, just feel that energy and that, take that energy in and take all that nature and environment. There's so much negative down here in Broward, so much negative energy bounces and bounces and bounces. Just want to go somewhere where I could like even after the fight, I could just lay down and just enjoy the air and just breathe.
Mm. Yeah, man, they got to get you
I
on
do
that Italy
Italy.
card. They got to get you on the Italy card, bro.
I do.
100%. Yeah, they just fought in
I
Rome at
do
the
that.
Colosseum, right? That's history, bro.
I would do that too. That is gas. Real gladiator shit.
Yeah,
That's real gladiator shit. You talk about bare knuckles in a fucking coliseum. Oh my god, that would have been so gas. That would have
for
been
sh
numbers on the book too, on the ground, all that.
for sure. Who would be like a dream matchup for you to fight in the Colosseum?
Dawson, John Dawson.
Mm, yeah, you want the champ.
Dawson, my boy, he know I want to fight him. Dawson know I want to fight him. I go because I come up to him, but he told me some real shit though. But like I came up to him, I'm like this my first time meeting him. I said, "What you wait?" Well, I said, "Why you holding up the weight class?" He like holding up the weight class. I said, "Yeah, why you holding up the weight class? Everybody want that belt. What you want? You want witness protection?" he turned his head with a smile and laugh. He said, "Witness protection." I said, "Yeah, witness." And I was like, "Bro, you holding up the belt?" And he's like, "Listen, listen." Like he had a earphone. He's like, "Listen, I get paid different. Like, he not trying to like disrespect me. Like, I get paid a little different where to the point them, they ain't really trying to fight him unless it's, a big bag once a year or whatnot." So he was really described telling me like why they're not fighting, and it made sense. And I'm like, my bad, fam, my bad. Fam. I really just thought you were holding up. It's not even you, it's the bare knuckle. But I told him, I'm coming for that belt, let down that line. Just know that. And he was like, he waiting for me. He's like, we can fight right now, but they got people fighting for my belt right. Yeah,
Yeah.
Stro and Cutman. He's like, we can fight for my belt right now, but they got people fighting for my belt. Right?
Mm.
I feel you on that, Bam. I feel you. I feel you on that.
Man, that would be a huge matchup. How many more fights you think you're away from getting a title shot? How many more wins?
I don't. I don't. I really don't know. I don't. I feel like I'm still blacklisted. You get what I'm saying? I'm not gonna lie. I feel like I'm still blacklisted. I, there was fights. My last fight with Martinez. Everybody got the mic. Literally, everybody got the mic, but me. So I just feel like I'm blacklisted right now. They not really like. I was number one in my rankings before I went through my little situation. Now I'm not. They're not even putting me on the rankings. I'm what? There's guys that got better records on my. I got there's guys on the rankings that I got better records than. I took a
Why?
loss to a cut, not because I got beat up and knocked out. No, I lost to a cut, and not like I got demolished to get this cut. No, so why I'm not on the ranking?
Well, why
I
you
feel like
feel
I'm
like
blacklisted.
why though? Why do you feel like you're blacklisted?
You remember when I was supposed to fight Streets the first time?
Okay.
I got arrested.
Okay.
Yeah, yeah. So due to that situation, I still feel as if like because they blacklisted me for like a good year after that shit. They didn't fight me for a whole good year. Like, no, I think it was 2 years. No, they didn't fight me for a good 2 years. I was around. I was coming to the interviews and photos, but they didn't fight me for a good 2 years after that little incident. And now I'm just getting back into the mix. So even though I'm just getting back into the mix, I don't feel what I was feeling before the incident. Before the incident, I was all over the pages. They were talking about me. I was really a fan to the fan favorite and a bare knuckle favorite. But after the little incident, I'm still a fan favorite no matter what, because I do what I do in that ring. I'm gonna go, but it's like the bare knuckles. Their team that's knockout. I had a couple of people show me some love, like really shocked and really seeing something. But it's gonna take me to knock this dude out this December 5th for them to really see like I'm really one of those guys. Especially this is a bigger dude coming down. One or dude at 145 coming down to 135. And if I put him to sleep, well, but when I put him to sleep, it just shows you. It just shows you that I'm one of them great talents.
Mm. Hell yeah, bro. Hell yeah. The comeback is strong, man. Don't let that shit stop you, man. And
Appreciate
and
it.
like you said, you're still a
God's
fan
perfect
favorite,
planner.
bro. Say again?
God's the perfect planner.
Yes, for sure, man. For sure. I don't want to hold you for much longer, brother. I appreciate you taking the time. Um, let me ask you about Rambo LaFlair, bro. I was on I was on your YouTube earlier, and I noticed you had a couple rap songs out too from back in the day, way before the braids and everything.
What?
Are you still rapping and shit?
Nah, 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 nah.
No.
Nah, that life over for me. I turned a new leaf. I really left. I'm yeah. That's I seen. I don't even know how to take that off YouTube, but yeah. That was my life before my life, my new life. That's before I got reborn. That was my life before I got reborn. That's why I changed my Instagram name from Rambo LaFlair to Rambo Russo. I'm not
Mm.
this this Rambo Russo right here. It's the fighter, the professional. Tell people all the time. I'm not no thug. I'll go to the little thing, and they'll put the cameras on me. Oh, the real gangster out of Miami. I'm not from Miami, and I'm not a gangster. I'm not a thug. Don't label me none of that. Whatever y'all want to label me as. I'm a professional athlete, a top pro. top notch pro. Don't label me none of that. That's over with. That wherever y'all want me to be or see me as a visual me as, that shit dead. Cause I'm a pro now. I'm a top notch pro.
Mm, I got you, brother. Yeah, that's all in the past, man. No, I just seen that come up. I didn't even know you had a YouTube channel. I just typed your name in and then it showed up that you had like two rap videos or something. And I'm pretty sure were you in a Kodak music video before?
I was with Kodak in a couple of like made a music video. I don't know if I'm in one of his videos because I don't really pay attention to his music videos, but that's my dog though. That's my dog. Yeah, my dog. I don't really watch the music videos though. I don't really be into that. Be honest with you, but I be around the people. Like, I don't listen to that type of music. Like, I'm really like my life changed. I don't really like. I come out to it because you gotta understand. Like at the end of the day, you gotta be human to understand other humans and what they like. I like. I know what draw the crowd, so I come out to some yak or play it on my Instagram. I don't listen. I don't really even listen to music no more. I don't try to put that type of garbage in my brain, and you get what I'm saying.
Yeah,
Like
sure.
my life has changed so much. I listen to Kendrick Lamar. Like I never thought I'd listen to him. I listen to Kendrick Lamar.
Mm.
You get what I'm saying? My life changed like that. Like I'll go put on some Luther by Kendrick Lamar and just sit back and listen to that.
And the connection a little bit going off there, man, but I didn't think I was gonna lose you. But bro, I'm not gonna hold you for much longer. I don't want to lose you again. Just let me know, bro. Just let me know, bro. December 5th, you're back. You're back at the Hard Rock. I just want to know, you got a prediction for this fight?
So you said my final predictions.
Yeah, give me a prediction. December 5th, BKFC 85. What you got for me, bro?
Listen, listen here, man. I I'm finna come with my hands raised as the victor. I'm gonna go for the knockout, but I'm gonna let the knockout come to me. But at the end of the day, I'm not trying to please the fans with a knockout because every last time I did and I lost, they turned on me. So and they're not watching the fight. Obviously, they watching the app to see if their money hit or not. So that's what they care about.
Hmm.
So I'm just coming with the victory. If I get a knockout, that's for me and my plus.
I love it, brother.